This is the Coco and Lefty Show, episode 24, part 2. Let's talk about smoking, class. I used to sneak cigarettes from my mother, and I'm sure you do too. But don't smoke tobacco, smoke marijuana. You'll be better off and certainly happier. The more of you doing pot, the less Brian Moore will charge. I'll talk to him.
Well, Coco, I think I'm going to light up so that the kids know what it's like. They'll be able to smell it. Okay? It's a pipe. It's got a little carburetor on the side so you can get some more air in it. Less there. Okay, going to light up. Oh, that was good. I'll have a little. Oh,
Sure.
help yourself. Okay, Coco. Oh, oh, whoa. I think I need a little something to drink after that. You want something?
Sure.
Okay. Just to wash it down. Okay. To your health, kids. That's good. Well, now your kids know what it smells like. So,
Are you going to discuss bongs? I think they're more helpful because the smoke is filtered by water.
well, could you hand me the bong over there, Coco? This is a bong. It's easy to make. All you need is a soda bottle. Take the insides out of a pen, make a hole in the bottle, stick it in. You fill the bottle with water up to about here. You make a little carburetor here. You take the empty pen, you make a little, on a tin foil, you can make a thing to hold the marijuana, and you just fill it up here with water so that the smoke is filtered through water. It's much more healthy in you. Like that. Now, I think we can get some experts on bong making in here to show you how it's done. I see that David Amrod and Todd Michael Martin are saying that their parents have bongs at home. Maybe you too can lead a workshop.
Let's move on to some other excellent misbehaviors that you should know about because Big Lion is roaring that I be thorough. So let's discuss truancy under the guise of excused absence. Lefty, tell us some of your tricks. You were a bad boy and spent some time in reform school in the East Bronx at the Seville Home for Boys.
Okay, Lefty, yes, I was in the Seville Home for Boys for some pretty bad behavior. I broke into a Vim's window and stole some sporting equipment, so they put me away for a few months. This Seville Home for Boys was run by the Sisters of No Mercy at All, and I stayed there for a while. Anyway, if you want to stay out of school, a good way, a favorite of mine, was complaining of a headache and a stomachache and speaking with a hoarse voice. Now, when your parents take your temperature, just take the thermometer and you rub it on your pajamas so that the friction makes the temperature go up. Now, Coco's going to talk about friction in another time in science. But let me tell you, don't make the temperature too high or your mother will end up taking you to the hospital. What's that, Helene Teager? You say that you did that to stay out of school for a week, right before the Christmas vacation, and you had 2 whole weeks off? That's very clever, Helene. Another favorite was to call my school and talk to a handkerchief and say that Lefty had to go to a funeral. Actually, I went to so many funerals, my grandfather died 17 times. Well, after that, I'd be free to go to the movies or maybe go shoplifting at the 5 and 10.
Oh, that's some excellent info, Lefty. I used to copy my mother's handwriting as an excuse for being absent. I'd go smoking with some older guys in the park.
Good girl, Coco. Well, good for you, Coco. I knew that you weren't a goody two-shoes.
Right, you are a Lefty. I see that Alexa Gordon has a question about condoms. We were coming to that, Alexa.
This is a condom. That's wrapped up. I don't want to unwrap it.
How do you know about condoms? Oh, you found them in your sister Corinne's pocketbook? Well, they're for birth control, so that you don't get babies when you do, you know what. No, Mary Odak, you don't get babies from kissing boys, no matter what your father tells you. I think I've covered enough misbehaviors for today, and I'm certain that you know many more. And if you like, you can send them to my email address. Okay, David Gordon here. Address S.K. Stellman at optonline.net, and I can include them in my next lesson plan. Lefty has to go back to the school board meeting. He's trying to get the board to permit smoking in the bathrooms and gum chewing in the school. Let's give Lefty a big thank you and tell your parents to vote for him in the next school board election so that he continue to look out for your interests. So long, Lefty. Now I hear the bell to end school for the day. Please come back or I won't have a job. Big Lion says grrr. And if you don't skip school tomorrow, we'll see you then.
So long, kids. Have a good bad time.